Hi, friends, strangers, internet. My name is Emily Hanhan. I love colorful eyeshadows and colorful language. These may not show up in every video, but don't be surprised if they do. Today we are trying to look like an Instagram model. So this video is inspired by Hannah over at Smoky Glow. I've seen other people do this video here and there, but I feel like she really zeroed in on this comedic spin on over the top, very fancy, I'm calling it fancy, makeup. I don't know if this is gonna be funny or not because I don't know. I'm not very good at predicting that kind of stuff. I also just wanted to let everybody know this is the second time that I'm recording this video. So if it goes a little smoother than you may have expected with this style of video, that's because I did this eye look last night. So when I was looking up ideas for this first take at over the top Instagram makeup, orange came into mind because I heard that our lovely friend over at Colourpop was releasing a new monochromatic orange palette. For the look that I picked, I think it's completely achievable with that new Colourpop palette, but I also think you could use the Soul palette or any other mix of orange shadows you might already have in your collection, or go buy that shiny new palette. I'm not your mother. I pulled together a mix of single eyeshadows and depotted shadows that I'm going to use for today. So the look that I'm doing today is from Katie McAllis. I found her on Instagram, but she does have a YouTube channel as well. So I watched a video that I think is a version of the eye look that she posted on Instagram, and she started with her face first. After last night's experience, I'm a little nervous to do face first again, but I'm going to do it because that's what you're supposed to do, I guess. I will try my best to have everything that I used in this video in the description box because I may not talk through everything. I just have to stop and say, nails. These are just drugstore stick-on or glue-on nails. I felt very Instagram beauty guru appropriate with these. I also just love having my nails done, so if I'm extra talky with my hands in this video, I am one of those people that as soon as I get my nails done, I just want to fly them around in the air all the time. I am going to load up on concealer because that's what you do, right? And because my foundation was probably more sheer to medium coverage than what she used. I watched her video. I didn't get too caught up in the details because products don't really matter, to be honest. Products don't matter because there was no way I was going to go out and buy a bunch of stuff for a video. No way. I had such a weird experience yesterday. I did my concealer and it looked beautiful. And I was like, oh, I totally understand why people load up the concealer because, ooh, it fucking works. And I don't know, maybe an hour of having it on my face, my dark circles just popped right back out. And they were set and everything. I think it's easy though when you're already being critical of yourself because you're filming and shit's happening, that something that maybe happens every day for me, meaning my concealer doesn't wear as bulletproof as I think it does, seems way more obvious because now it's on film. I'm gonna give you a heads up. This look does involve cutting your crease. If that's not your thing, totally understand that. It's just, it's a very Instagram thing right now. I would love to know though, what do you think when you hear Instagram makeup? Even though challenging makeup looks can be challenging and frustrating, they're also fun. Attempting a little pre-bronzing contour, but basically just looks like bronzer. And this is kind of a stock disclaimer that I feel like, you know, people have to put out there. I'm not putting anybody down with that phrase. It's a descriptor. It's not an insult. Different medias have different styles of makeup that have become popular. You know, what a makeup artist does is very different than what an Instagram artist does or what a YouTube creator does. The hard part with this little challenge is that so many people only post the really close-up shots of their eye and not their full face. At least for the first video, I wanted to do a full look and not just make up what I thought the rest of their face looked like. So she looks pretty bronzy, a little bronze contoured. She has some gorgeous like orange freckles happening, which I may try to approximate. Oh, that was the... I have pictures from yesterday's attempt. I'll probably throw them somewhere on the screen. When I did yesterday's video, I did not have... I don't have like an orange liquid lipstick or an orange liquid liner or pencil liner. Really, I don't have orange makeup outside of like eyes and a little cheek. So I thought glitter freckles. That's the way to go. Let's do glitter freckles. The only glitter I have, which is beautiful in the right kinds of placements, it's so big that by the end of the filming process, I was like, oh, I have glitter chickenpox. That's what I have. Me and my over blushing. I do love it so though. And this feels very beauty guru-ish. It's the Jouer blush duo. I think so. Another thing that feels very beauty guru-ish is the Amrezy highlighter, although I guess they wouldn't use it on camera now because it's not available. So her highlight looks pretty standard. So she has a very strong shine happening like right there. So I'm just double dipping and really focusing the brush right there. This is one of those highlights that I feel like I always have to go in with kind of a lot, but I'm happy with it once I do go in heavy-handed. That first application, I'm always like, it's fine. And then this point in time in the process, I'm like, oh, okay, I see it. I see the hype. I can't really tell with her skin. Her skin seems pretty, I think, naturally textured. Like, it doesn't seem super matte and it doesn't seem super shiny. I'm just doing this whole glow thing because I want to. So her brows are much darker than I ever take mine. I am going to do my best at adding more definition, filling them in more than normal. And I'll be back. Yeah, this is happening off camera. Nobody needs to see this on camera. There are literally millions of amazing brow tutorials out there, none of which I'm going to watch before doing this, but if you want to know how to do brows in a way that's not amateur hour, I'm not the person for you. Brows are done. Brows are done. Did they look like they're worth the extra time? Honest answers, welcome. Yeah, sometimes you just stare at your face too long and you have too many judgments. That's me with my brows right now. So the part of her look that I'm not sure if she actually did, but I'm going to do, is some bakeage. Part of this is for fallout because I had major fallout yesterday. And the other part is for a little cleanup because this looks not my fave. Plus, what is it looking like an Instagram model video without some major powder mess? Probably doesn't make any sense to buff in powder and then do baking on top of it, but amateur hour, what do I know? Okay, enough powder. Step away from the powder, Emily. Step away from the powder. I'm gonna prime this eye. By prime, I mean slap some concealer on it. We're starting with a lighter matte orange. Well, of course, we're going with mattes. We're starting with a lighter orange, like I don't know, tangerine shade. Today I'm going to go in with one of my favorite brushes because that fluffy one is just a mess. Something I still haven't figured out is if she used any matte yellow on her eye. I'm gonna stick with the oranges and just use the yellow on my lid because I also feel like it's pretty appropriate for all you Orange You Glad folks out there. I'm doing my lash line at the same time because it just makes sense. I don't like, though, this outer portion. Bake a line at the end of this. But baking powder can really help clean up shite. It can really help cleaning things up. I may need to re-highlight after the fact. We'll see. This is Noob Town. Population 1. I think I've blended that out enough. Next step is the deeper orange. That brown, I'm just stamping it right there for now. It's a very orangey brown, so don't let it fool you. Just bringing in a little bit more depth and constantly dragging the brush out. Trying not to stress it because, you know, gonna cut it anyway. And I've been enjoying building the lash line at the same time because it feels more connected. Oh, there's Mr. Fallout. Nice to see you. We're going in for the dreaded cutting of the crease. So putting kind of a glob of concealer across the eye, looking up. My biggest struggle with this process is that that shape that's created doesn't always look that great with the rest of the shape I've already created with the blend. Yeah, this is the annoying part because hers has a very round feeling to it. And then over here, try to use your big talon and just tap out the edge. I'm gonna give myself a little credit on that one. That's not bad, not bad at all. So her picture looks like it could either be a traditional gold or a yellow gold. I'm going in with a yellow gold. I was looking at swatches, specifically the Colourpop, the new orange palette, and there is a golden in there, like a gold tone in there. So you could probably use that, or you could use a more traditional, like metallic gold. I feel like a lot of people though are gonna have that little honey palette in their arsenal now as well, so you could pull in one of those shimmers. This video is not necessarily just for the new Colourpop palette, but you know, I'm trying to enjoy the bandwagon while it's here. So right now I'm looking at this thinking like, bitch, you are messy in this inner corner and your cut crease doesn't even really look like a cut crease. It doesn't matter because you're going to go back in and clean all that up. So you cannot believe me, that's fine, but that's what I'm telling myself. I truly feel like I'm that kind of person that puts on 5 million layers of eyeshadow when everyone is putting on like 1 layer and being done. After my first attempt at dots on the eyes, I did pick up some dotting tools, and the kit that I bought had little nail brushes that went with it. Right now I'm using one to try to create this redefined eye. And she has like such a lovely blend out from this tiny line. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I'm not quite as frustrated as I was yesterday, but I am still frustrated. Dipping into that brown orange shade, that's what it was missing. How does she get that much definition in such a small little area? Okay, I'm going to use just a little bit of the deepest brown that I brought in for backup. Oh, fuck, that's dark. Come on. You got this, baby. You got this. This look doesn't look particularly brown to me, but I feel like it does need the brown to deepen it up. The fallout situation is just gorgeous right now. Just so attractive. I think we're going to stop there. Is it the same? No. Is it close enough? Sure. Her gold looks so shiny in her picture, and this feels not as shiny. I just tapped a little bit of a traditional gold on top, trying to bring in some shine. I'm going to dust off my fallout. I'm going to use this little flat brush to try to tuck some color right like in the waterline lash line area. Oh, I hate that feeling. I cannot tell what she had in her waterline, if anything. I'm going to add some gold. Tucking into the inner corner with just the straight yellow. And adding a little bit of this ABH highlight. On her video, I saw Katie line her cut crease with a gold, like liquid shadow. I don't know if I'm seeing that in the photo, but it felt super appropriate. So we're gonna do that. Ooh. I understand why people do this shit. It's pretty. I always felt like this move in particular just seemed like so much effort for something that I don't know if it was that important, but the way it catches the light and brings more definition to that cut, I can understand it. Damn. I'm not mad at that eye look. So one of the reasons why filming yesterday took so much time is because I really wanted to try to put on false lashes, like really try. I went out and bought lash glue. I had some lashes from Colored Rain, and no, I tried so hard yesterday. One of these days, maybe I'll figure it out. I even have a lash applicator tool thing that was helpful, but no. So I just layered on a lot of mascara to give my lashes at least a little bit more drama than normal. They are not her beautiful false lashes, but they're there. I'm going to hop off camera, do the other eye, and then we'll come back and figure out the finishing touches for the lips and the face. Okay, so the second eye is done, and what do you think? I mean, we're not done yet, but like, what are we thinking? So, the lips. One of the reasons why I picked this look is because I felt like it's kind of rare that you find an eye look and a lip look together that feels a little bit more daring. I just tapped my sponge over my mouth again to cover up the skin to lip kind of edge. I'm also sorry that I took my bake off camera, so you missed the grand reveal moment, but it did help cut the contour. I am lacking in what I would consider true orange lip products, so I'm gonna mix up something. So what I did just now is I mixed up some of the bright orange eyeshadow with a white foundation mixer. You could theoretically create this look using a powder shadow for the ombre, but especially with the foundation base, it makes for a very crackly, dry Cheeto mouth look, which I'm not really looking forward to. Ooh. Okay, that's not maybe quite what I was going for. Thus the joy of this video. I don't know why it's so funny to me. Okay. Definitely still giving me the dry Cheeto mouth look, so that's real attractive. Oh, this look. This is a quite unattractive look right now. I mean, if you're not having fun with your makeup, what are you doing? I definitely look disgusting if you look up too close, so just don't. If you're watching this on high def, my apologies, but you were warned. A little bit more like the picture. From far away, I don't hate it so much, but up close, don't look. When I originally looked at that picture, I thought she might have a gloss on the outer portions of the lips, or on the lips altogether, because there's a bit of a sheen. Because this concoction is a little volatile, I think I'm just going to use highlighter to sheen up the outer edge, which looks a little closer to the original image. I'm also applying more highlighter because my baking technique kind of killed that glow. We're glowing again, we're glowing again. So we've gotten this far along. I could call it done here. We're gonna give something a try. So we have this lip product concoction left over. I'm going to try to do some freckles with it. It's a slightly odd color compared to the original. Hers felt a little bit deeper, whereas this color looks a little bit more pastel. By the way, if you think this whole freckles thing is absolutely ridiculous or silly, I mean, you're not wrong. You know, just trying something out. Using the liquid shadow, though, is giving me that slightly glittery effect that I was trying to achieve yesterday. Okay, I think I've frecked it up enough. So I just pounced on some of the same powder that I used to buff on top of the freckles to try to help. I don't know. This is not a tutorial. You're not watching this to recreate some freckled magic, or maybe you are. I don't know. You all, we did it. We did it. We did it. Yes, you helped me even though you didn't know you did. This look is finished. I made it to the end. I feel pretty good about it. After yesterday, I thought, oh, do you really want to do this again? Do you want to? But I did. I wanted to. Because I wanted to see what I could do. And we made it to the end. And it's not a looking like an Instagram model video without some slow motion, some posing. So this is how to look like an Instagram model, according to me. If you see something on Instagram that you would like to see my take on in a video, please tag me in the post, or you can send me a DM. I would love to kind of crowdsource some ideas, because I have a feeling that you all are following even more interesting or more unknown accounts than I am. If you enjoyed this video and you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Feel free to give me a thumbs down if you're not digging this concept. And thank you for spending a bit of your day with me. I hope to see you again real soon. Bye, friends.